Well, here we go again.
Yes.
Kiko, another podcast.
We're back. I got a
day
special
in
one
Miami.
today.
We got a good one, but I'm not going to present this. Kiko's going to start this off because this is Kiko's guy.
He's my guy.
And plus, with Kiko's shirt,
I got the shirt.
you know, you can get a hint of where we're at.
Yeah,
Kiko,
well, this is
talk to me.
This is my buddy, chef and pitmaster Jeff Budd.
Damn.
What's up, everybody? How you
What's up,
doing?
Jeff? We've had a lot of topics about barbecue in the last couple of weeks, and this guy is the guy we're talking about. Apocalypse BBQ, which right now is Miami's #1 barbecue. Say what you want. People have their favorites. You got the top prize, big dog.
Well, welcome,
Thank you for
brother.
being
Welcome,
here.
Jeff.
I appreciate you
Little
guys for
applause
having me.
for
Thank you
Jeff.
so
And he
much.
has a beautiful beard like us, so
Bueno.
this is the bearded
Right.
broadcast.
Well, but I'm not there. I'm not there yet.
no, but you're
I'm not
very
there
attractive,
yet.
man.
I'm
You
not
got
there.
nice symmetry.
Thank
very
you,
nice.
Kiko.
Yo, very
Thank
nice.
you, Kiko.
Thank you, Bobby. You know I love you. Jeff, I'm glad you're here, brother. I know it's been hard, and you're probably the busiest guy in Miami, and I appreciate you giving me an hour of your time.
Probably
And,
one of the most busiest.
And if I always reserve my table, so I don't have to wait.
Oh,
Not
you can't
because
say
I'm
that.
special, because I reserve, and you make that reservation anyways. Thank you for being here, Barbecue
Welcome,
Man.
Jeff.
Oh, good, man. Thank you guys for having me. It's a tremendous honor
Yeah,
to be
yeah.
here. And anything Kiko calls me up for and says, "Yo, I need you to be a part of this," I'm there.
Of course,
right away.
man.
I love it.
Manny's giving
Bueno.
me this platform to bring in the best, and you're it. So
Well, let me tell you. At least it's good that you clarify that when Kiko calls you, you know you're going to come over, because the fact is I have to say something right now. I'm the only, maybe the only fool, and I'm very truthful. I haven't been to Apocalypse. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So everybody can go ahead and rag on me, but
nobody's bragging on you.
the thing is that it's on me, the fact that I have not been there. Everyone has told me of because
Right.
everybody that knows me knows how I love barbecue.
Yeah.
And my daughter is a huge barbecue fan. I'm not going to tell you the barbecue places that we go to because they can't compare to that. But anyway,
No,
I want to know. I
but
want to know.
the thing is I'll tell you this much: we have to go. I have to go, and
You have to go.
and Kiko has been telling me, brother, I can't believe you got it. What Jeff does is just something out of hand. And I've heard, I have a good friend of mine that's around your area.
Mm-hmm.
He tells me, brother, my office is around the area. I just drive around, you see the lines of people out there. So,
Yeah.
to that point, what is it? What is it about Jeff and the barbecue place?
I don't think there's any secret sauce to what we do. I think it's just trying to be consistent with quality. We're big believers in quality of the product that we put out and the quality of service that we give. We like to make sure that we treat every single person that walks through our door as a VIP experience as much as we can provide that. And we want to make sure the food that they're having follows along those standards, right? We're far from a fine dining restaurant, but I think there's no reason why we can't treat our establishment like a fine dining operation. And so we put a lot of love and a lot of heart and a lot of soul, a lot of blood, a lot of sweat, a lot of tears. All that goes into it, and making sure we're consistently sourcing the highest quality ingredients. We use some of the best pork we can find, Cheshire pork. We use some of the best beef we can find. We source from Dakota ranches, and we make sure to always put out the best of the best, and people respond to that.
Damn. I mean, listen, sweat and tears. What time do these guys start? What time are you guys there already, man?
They were what? Like pits on 3 a.m.?
So my guys show up Tuesday morning. Usually it's Pierre. He's been running the pits now, and he shows up at about 5 a.m. On Tuesday, the pits start running, and they don't stop. We just constantly rotate until Sunday morning at 5 a.m. when we take off that day's food, right? So we start the smoke process one day before we open. We start butchering the meats 2 days before we open.
Right.
So the actual process for the barbecue starts Monday morning. We're closed Monday, Tuesday. Monday morning, that the trim team comes, my butchers come in, they start getting all that meat ready. Tuesday, it goes on the smoker. Wednesday, it hits your table because it's usually coming off the smoker Wednesday morning. Our briskets go for about 20, 24 hours. Our ribs are hitting about 8 to 10. So it's a long process.
It's a long-ass process to live next to those smokers, man. And especially with the heat in Miami because, you know what I'm saying?
But it's well worth it.
Oh, man. And how do you – it's a different to like regulate the temperatures, right? Because they could be burning a little hotter now with this heat than normally like through winter, right? So you got to kind of like
Yeah. So
monitor that because it gets too hot, it gets too cold.
Yeah, so everything impacts the way your smoker operates. The direction the wind is blowing, how many clouds are in the sky, the humidity for the day, how hot the day is, whether it's sunny, whether it's cloudy, whether it's rainy. So they have to be on top of everything. They make sure that they're really checking every single smoker. We like to use ThermoWorks, like digital thermometers. We plug them in so we have a digital reading on everything. We go a little high-tech with our barbecue. because it ensures consistency. So sometimes people will walk up and they'll see one of my guys on the phone on the pits. They're not texting. They're not.
They're monitoring.
They're monitoring. They're making sure we're on point, and that's how we watch the internal temperatures of the meats, and also how we watch the internal temperatures of the smoke.
See that for me is like when he says that, you think about this, and you think about being home and you say, "Oh, I'm gonna barbecue today." What the hell do I think about the fact that if it's going to rain or not,
Well, that's grilling. What we do is grilling.
Right. There you go. You're absolutely
barbecue.
right. You're absolutely
I do barbecue too, not at that level, but there's a difference. You know what I'm saying?
I've seen some of those ribs coming out of the smoker over there. I've seen what you
want
do.
some
I've
smoke?
seen what
You
you
want
do.
some smoke? You know what I'm saying?
I haven't tasted them yet.
I'm
But
a
I've
little
seen them.
older,
I've seen
and
them.
I'm just saying.
Don't worry about it. But
You're lucky I don't open a spa.
just
Bobby, let's go.
competition is always good. But at the same time, just that fact that you're saying that, you have to calculate the weather, the clouds, everything. That's kind of crazy in the factor you're saying.
I got a question for you, bro. Everybody does barbecue. People think they can do grill. I got the best brisket, and we did a bunch of crews and stuff like that. Did you ever expect the amount of success? Because I'm gonna be honest with you. Before you opened up over there, was El Rinconcito, right? And everything went to die in that little spot and killing because it's connected to a golf course. Were you a little bit scared about going in knowing that? And did you ever expect this huge success, bro? Because, it's been pretty unbelievable for you guys.
I don't think I expected this level of success, especially not as fast as we got to it. I think that was definitely something that caught us by surprise. Did I think we were going to fail? No, I gambled hard on us.
Yeah.
I always believed that we were going to find a way to pull it off. I knew we had a great product, and I knew that as long as we stayed true to our core values, it was going to work out. I've always believed that hard work pays off, and we definitely put the hard work in. I didn't think it was going to blow up like this crazy, and I didn't really have much of a choice as far as the location. It's hard to find a place in Miami that's going to let you put outdoor smokers, and we have 4,000 gallon pits.
Got an army.
So, we
That's an arsenal.
It was a dream come true that Killian Golf Course opened the doors for us and said, "Hey man, we want to give you guys a shot and give you guys this opportunity," and we knew we were going to make it work no matter what.
Shout out to Killian then.
I'm telling you, like I said, that the property needed work. So on top of him going in there, he also gave the place a little revamping and got a little outdoor courtyard. That works.
Absolutely. I just got to say really quick. His success. We even talked about it a little bit first because when Evie came over here and she says, "Listen, I want to go and cover these people," that freaking thing went viral here with A Day in Miami when Evie went.
And the videos that she
Evie
does
the food
are
guy,
amazing too.
That was spectacular. So again, to Kiko's point, what you didn't think, I always talk about this because I always like to get into people's heads like, what is the success? I think you don't know, you never get prepared for it. But then if you do have that love for what you do, I've always been a firm believer, if you love what you do, you're going to succeed in it one way or the other. It doesn't matter what you're doing, whatever position it is. So when you really put your heart, and you said in the beginning, your heart and your tears and your sweat to this is what you're getting. This is the response you're getting from the community, that you're getting lines. So how long are people waiting there, more or less? Give me an idea.
You're asking me?
Yeah, or him, or you.
As a customer? You can wait 2 hours there. But there's free beer, right, Jeff? Talk about that.
There's free beer. So we have some really ice-cold Miller High Lifes. They're waiting for you. We're inside of the cooler. Once you walk into the host stand, put your name on the list, you collect the free beer. So it makes the wait great. And you're enjoying.
I like that.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Get shit-faced by the time you
really want to eat.
You're like, all right, I want the menu.
You really want to eat.
I'll take the whole menu.
Freaking mess, the whole brisket.
After a nice cold beer, some nice pork belly, the brisket bacon, wash that down with a nice cold beer. It goes really well hand in hand. It's almost like we planned it, right? It's almost like we planned it. But the truth is, I can't take full creative credit for that one. That's a Texas tradition.
No, I know that.
You go to any barbecue
but
joint
it's great
in Texas.
to see here, especially with the humidity and the heat, bro.
Yeah.
Well, but I haven't seen that in any other barbecue places I go to. Nobody's giving you free beer.
They don't. Jeff, real quick, man. What was the day that you said, I'm going to take this jump? Because, man, it's a lot of work. It's more than a restaurant. Like you said, if you don't love it, somebody's going to come around and drill you for the stupidest shit, or your stuff's off, and you've already had some of that stuff. Like, bro, it's a little bit more than just running a restaurant. Like, when did you and your family and everybody decide, all right, let's just go all in? What did you do before, basically?
Okay, so how much time we got?
We got all day, brother.
Do we really want to get into what we did before? No.
No, but a lot of people, because you have to know what the sacrifice goes into.
Absolutely.
So those people that comment and this and all that other negative stuff, you're going to know that not only are you're not talking about the barbecue, you're hitting somebody hard that's put their life into it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That's
absolutely.
What'd you do before, Jeff?
So before I got into barbecue, I was actually a marketing guy. I worked in the marketing world for a long time.
We're all marketers.
Yeah, we're all marketers. I was really fortunate to work for this really, really cool. It's a small technology company. You probably never heard of it. It's called Apple.
Okay, yeah.
I did out-of-home marketing for them for a long time. I was focused in like Mexico and Brazil and a couple areas in South America, and it was awesome. It was really dope stuff. And I got sick, and when I got sick, I had leukemia. I was in the hospital for a while, and I kind of realized like I wasn't scratching that itch of like, what's my passion? What's my dream? And I knew that I wanted to do something special. And as special as working at Apple was, I didn't have that creative control of what I was able to do. And so I figured I needed to kind of branch out on my own. And I left, started a small little ad agency. I worked with some incredible people. Shout out to my boy Arturo, who helped guide me along the way. Learned a lot from doing small branding stuff with him. And then COVID came by, and the whole world kind of went to shit.
Yeah.
And I was sitting at home. Our clients kind of dried up. We were doing, local stuff, so everybody was kind of out of budget. And I didn't have much going on.
You were sick during this period as well?
No. This was after I had come back from being sick.
You had come out of it.
Yeah, I had come back from being sick, and I had started this agency, and then the agency started taking off in 2019. In 2020, COVID came, and that's when it kind of dropped down. And prior to that, I had been a big barbecue guy. Barbecue was always something that was going down in my house. I actually learned, so I was technically sick twice. I had been diagnosed with leukemia the first time when I was 23, and I relapsed when I was older, and then that was the second time that came around.
Twice.
I did it twice. 2-time cancer survivor.
Well, before we continue, let's go that one.
So,
My dude.
Thank you. So the reason that's important is because the first time that I had cancer was actually when I learned how to barbecue. So I was told because I had leukemia, I was immunocompromised.
Yes.
So I couldn't go out to eat. And I'm a fat boy, been a fat boy my whole life, and I fucking love barbecue. So I used to go out.
Guilty.
Yeah, facts. I mean, I used to go on missions to find barbecue. I would drive to wherever, like
for sure,
anywhere, as long as there was no distance. Georgia, Carolinas, Texas.
Same here.
Didn't matter. Like if there was barbecue, I was going.
That's right. Yeah.
So that happened, and I couldn't go out to eat anymore. And I was like, well, shit, I need ribs. Like, I don't know what we're going to, like, I might die, so I'm not going to die without barbecue. I'm like, it's not happening.
Damn.
So I got a Weber Smoky Mountain, and I learned how to make ribs. And that was the first thing that I really mastered on how to barbecue, and it became like a staple in my house, right? And it was every Super Bowl, every football game, every basketball game, whatever, Jeff's making ribs. You're coming in out of town, I'm making ribs. That was always going down. And when I met my lovely wife, we hit it off, but she was like, dude, I really don't like you barbecuing. You're like outside all day, you smell terrible, all day, you're sweaty, like it's a hot mess, the house is a disaster.
We need to change the menu.
Right? So the more the love, the more my relationship grew with her, the little bit less barbecuing that I did. So fast forward back to the pandemic starts, my agency goes down, my wife is a nurse, she's on the front lines, she's killing it. I'm at home, I'm her errand boy. And I got nothing to do. I got no work. So every time she's like, I need you to go do this. I need you to go do this. Yes, honey, I'm on my way. So one day she calls me up. I had been thinking about like, dude, I got all this time. Like, I'm going to light up the smoker. Let me just make something. She's not home. It'll be ready when she gets home. It won't be a mess. She calls me up. She's like, hey, I need you to go to FedEx. I need you to drop off this box, whatever. And I'm walking out the door. I live in Westchester at the time. And I'm walking out the door. And I remember I'm standing in the front porch. I just dropped the box. I'm like, bro, fuck the apocalypse. I just want to make barbecue. And it hit me, and it was like Apocalypse BBQ.
That's great.
And so the marketing guy inside of me was like, boom, let's get inside. I fucking made an Instagram, made a website, called up all my friends, and I was like, yo, you've had my ribs. You know they're fire. Go post online right now, tag Apocalypse, best ribs you've ever had. Say that you're buying ribs this weekend. And we started selling. We sold 2 racks. First weekend was just a whopping 2 racks. Second weekend, it was like 3, then 4, and then 5. And little by little, people started coming. And the next thing you know, our house is like flooded. We've got orders coming in. I'm waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, shit.
All this on a Weber Smoky Mountain, right? I'm doing 2 rotations because I can only fit, I think it was 10 racks of ribs at a time. So I'm running 2 rotations. Now I got my wife and my mother-in-law in the kitchen. They're making cornbread. My mother-in-law was making chocolate chip cookies. Like, yo, it's a little.
They're her chocolate chips.
They're her chocolate chip cookies. That's technically how my wife won my heart, bro. The first time I came over, her mom made those cookies.
I've tried. I've had those cookies.
You
I'll
smell the house. You go, too. I'll take her.
I'm staying. I do.
Damn. So the name came also from the apocalypse and all that crazy shit from COVID and stuff.
Yeah.
And you're battle tested,
awesome.
brother.
That'll test it, baby.
Well,
Let's go.
let me just tell you, right? That story.
Nobody knows that, bro. Nobody knows that. I bet you try to shit on his ribs now.
But but I tell you
Fuck
something.
outta here, you know what I'm saying?
There's something about the fact of the fire in your eyes when, especially when you talk about something like cancer. I'm also a cancer survivor.
Oh shit.
So at the end of the day, it's you put things in perspective, everything changes, brother. So when you right there, you said, fuck this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Sometimes that lights up that fire in your belly.
Yeah.
In this case, lit up the fire out there in the Weber. But at the end of the day, you look at that and you see the fire in your eyes in the sense of, I'm going to make this happen.
Yeah, when I first met him, too, he started rhyming on the IG stories, and he was being quick with his words. I said, oh, this guy's got something.
This is it.
And then you go in thinking, whatever, this guy's all hype. But, bro, when you try it and stuff, it's great. There's other buddies that do good barbecue, but for me right now, this is my favorite, and everybody always has something to say, but it's just when you're on top, people do that. You know what I'm saying? What's the number one seller at Apocalypse Barbecue?
That's a tough question. It
You
would have
wanted
to be-
tough ones.
Yeah, no, I love the tough
Kiko
one.
gave
Let's
you
go.
a tough one.
I think it's a tie between the brisket and the ribs. It's a hard
You
split.
see, I'm a rib guy. I mean, I love the brisket.
They're good.
Miami
They're
is
good.
pork
Ribs,
town, everybody loves pork here, but the
Coffee rub ribs, right?
Yeah, so we do it with Café Bustelo, a little Café Bustelo rub that we make, and then we make a special barbecue sauce for them. We start off with colada, and we build the barbecue sauce around the colada, so it's infused with coladita.
Wow. Talking about colada, I know him, really good. Tell me that story about the coladas. Ordering multiple coladas to make your sauce.
Oh, brother.
Some insane thing. Instead of just making a whole batch, you would get explain on that. Listen to this, Manny.
So we realized we had a problem. I didn't think restaurant and scale. I was just a backyard dude, right?
Yeah.
So when we first started, we had this idea of making the colada sauce. We were making 10, 20 racks of ribs. Like, it wasn't that much. So it was easy. Make them at home. My wife was whipping it up, or my mother-in-law was whipping it up, whatever. And then we got invited to Sobe Food and Wine for the first time. And we did the Grand Tasting Villa. And we had to do
The masses.
some 750 or 1,000 orders of pork sliders. For me, that was like a crazy number. I've never seen. I was like, what the hell is this? We started 4 days early making coladitas one at a time. And we were like, bro, this isn't it. And I'm like, yo, we can't give up the recipe. Like, that's the sauce, right?
Yes.
Like, that's the backbone of what we do. So how do we figure this out? So I call up Pinecrest Bakery, and I'm like, hey, I need to place an order. Sure, what do you need? Oh, I need 50 coladas. ¿Cómo? Yeah. What?
50 individual coladas.
50 individual coladas. Then, now we're way more. Now I think we're ordering, every time we put an order, it's like 90 coladas at a time. But, the wonderful ladies over at the Pinecrest on Kendall, they always come through.
And it's for the sauce or for the marinade?
That's for the sauce.
For
That's
the
for
sauce.
The barbecue sauce.
Because the coffee rub is for the ribs.
Yeah.
Okay, so then the sauce has the colada in it.
Has a colada in it.
Wow. And the brisket, brother. Tell me about the brisket. That's like, you run out every day, right?
We run out of.
You got a little heat for running out. But people have to understand that barbecue is a morning, late afternoon thing. Like, there's no barbecue joints open at 9 p.m. Explain a little bit on what happens to you when you run out.
So people get upset. It happens. We got plenty of 1-star reviews to show for that.
They get mad, huh?
They get mad.
Well, that's why they take it to the reviews and they're
Just
pissed about
yeah.
that.
But explain that, like, how is it tough to keep the demand up, because it does take time, right?
It's tough to. You can't just throw it on the grill.
Yeah.
Right? It's not a steak. It's not a burger. We don't ever run out of burgers because we can just throw those on the grill.
Yeah.
Right.
Brisket's a 24-hour cook. It's a 3-day process to get that to your table. So unfortunately, we can only make so much, right? And yeah, a lot of people are like, just make more. Sure, we could just make more, but then what happens if it's just left over at the end of the night? I'm not going to be the barbecue joint that's rolling brisket over to the next day. It's not happening.
And I have to say, he does sometimes explain, like you said, like, if it ain't right, you're not serving it, right? It's happened to you a couple times.
Yeah, it has 100%. We've pulled stuff. International Barbecue Day was just this week, and we got super excited. We got super excited. We said we're putting out baby backs. I normally don't make baby backs. I'm a big St. Louis guy.
Yes, okay.
I know everybody likes everybody likes baby backs, and I said, you know what? We're gonna do an OG style barbecue sauce. We're gonna do it on baby backs as like a tribute to the origins of barbecue. Unfortunately, my failure as a leader, I didn't plan it right with my team. I didn't give them enough coaching on how to do it. Somewhere along the lines, I dropped the ball, and the ribs didn't come out good. They were dry as fuck. Some of them were burned. It was shit. And so I'm sitting here with 60 rack of ribs, and I'm like, shit, well, what are we doing with this?
We would have gone anyway.
No way.
Oh, you got to take the loss.
I took the L, bro. I took the L. I said they're not going on the menu because at the end of the day, you know, I tell my team this all the time. We have 400 to 500 guest experiences every day. But each guest that walks through that door has one Apocalypse experience.
Right. That's it.
And I can't fuck that up for you.
Oh.
You know, you walked in here with an expectation. The bar got set by everything you saw online and all the reviews and all the whatever, the videos and da-da-da. You were expecting to receive a product. It's not just about making a buck, dude. It's about you sitting at that table and having a quality meal with your family and sharing a moment. At the end of the day, barbecue is about love. Yeah. The love of the food, but the love of coming together as a community. That's why it's a group thing. That's why it's a come together and share it as friends.
Yeah.
I can't fuck that up for you.
No, but it takes a lot. It takes a lot for you to say that you didn't want to take that order out. Yeah. You don't want to put those ribs out. Because for you, they weren't good.
And financially,
you took a loss. If it's another big chains, they put it out and they do whatever. I mean, that has to say a lot and account for a lot of why people make this line and why people want to go and eat there. Because that serves as a purpose that shows that if you don't like it, you're not going to serve that damn thing.
1,000%.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, so, coño, go make the line.
Now
go make the line.
Tough questions.
Okay, here we go. Hold on, let me get some.
First one is easy. What's your favorite item of your own menu?
My favorite item of my own menu.
Like your favorite thing. Like this is like, I do this the best. This is what I love the most.
Changes every day. Right now, if I had to rip one item, I would say it would be the Austin Midnight. It's it's our version. So it's actually an homage to the movie Chef. It's our version of a medianoche. So we do a medianoche sandwich, but instead of the lechon, we replace it with brisket. And it's delicious.
Damn. Okay.
It's good stuff. Bro. It's good stuff. It's good stuff.
Nothing was brought here, no?
Now, I will say this.
This is like a tease.
Chef, you didn't bring nothing?
Coño.
Maybe in the truck I got something.
Damn. Okay.
Go ahead, Chef.
Hey, I will say this. Every once in a while, we do a collab with Massacraft. They do some brisket croquetas for us.
I was there. I tried it. I had them.
So when they do that, we have a Cuban cowboy, which is our version of a Cubano.
Right.
And when they do that for us, I make a little croqueta preparada, and that's next level. That's
with the brisket croquetas?
With the brisket
croqueta. See, you just said the favorite thing to me, croqueta preparada. That for me is...
brisket? Oh, my God.
All
right, Jay, so let's see.
Croqueta preparada con los picos, and mostaza.
Yeah.
And, not everybody does the croqueta preparada like it should be, by the way.
We do our own pickles, too, and we make we use our Carolina barbecue sauce, which is a house barbecue sauce.
Where are you going, bro? Where are you going?
No. Let's not get into that.
I'm going to ask your wife, because I know your wife wants to go more than you. He's getting heat from her, so we're gonna set him up.
Okay, so that was the first one. What was the second one?
Wait, real quick. Let me give you some advice. Happy wife, happy life.
Oh, brother.
No, he knows. She lives in a ridiculous
brother.
house.
She's a happy wife.
Yeah. Sometimes I want to be his wife. Don't worry.
She's a happy wife.
So when you're not eating your delicious barbecue, where are your top 3 barbecue spots in Miami? Like, where does Jeff go for barbecue? Mention some of your friends, which I understand, but mention something that you
at least if you're not eating that, what would you be eating?
Yeah, what are your other top 3 that you would kind of like really enjoy?
Barbecue spots, I'm going in no particular order. Right. I'm going Hate Mondays, Drinking Pig, Tropical Smokehouse, which is in West Palm Beach.
Wow, Tropical Smokehouse. I've never heard about that.
Oh, bro, Tropical Smokehouse is gas. They're fire. Yeah, West Palm. My boy Rick is doing crazy stuff. He actually, I think one of the craziest things he does is he goes and he hunts his own gators, and then he does a gator sausage that is out of this world.
I got a baseball tournament coming up
in West Palm.
My son in West Palm.
Yeah,
so
you got to
check that out.
You got to call him ahead of time.
Rick,
you're taking the whole team.
Yeah.
Wow, absolutely. My God, I've never tried to try new spots. What about Mondays? Hype Mondays, Carl.
Bro, so
Carl's been winning shit.
Carl's the man.
I'm gonna get you, Carl. Carl, he's gonna be on here because my boy, and I owe him a couple visits because he's out there a little bit. But
let me actually.
He's been winning stuff. Tell me.
Let me say something real cool about Carl. When I started, when I was getting off the ground, before I knew anything about running restaurants, I popped into Hate Mondays.
He copied you, Carl.
No.
Did you have a notepad?
I did bring a notepad, and I actually pulled Carl aside and I said, "Yo, man, I'm thinking about getting in the barbecue game." I thought this guy was gonna tell me to fuck off.
Right.
And he said, "Sit down." And he sat with me for an hour. And he broke down. He's like, "These are the things that you need to know. Whatever you need, come see me. Whatever."
Those are the guys, bro.
Because
those are the people. He's
also the chef. He also cooks regular food that's not barbecue.
But those are the good people.
Hell
brother.
yeah.
Those are the good people. You say, "Oh, brother, they're gonna tell me to screw off." What is that? That's a mentor, brother. That's a guy that says, "Sit down and let's go to the next level." Why not? You do your dream as well. I love that. I think that's great.
Ask me if they can come meet Jeff and sit in with Jeff, and I'm like, "Bro, you can locate him because he's busy."
Oh.
And Drinking Pig, Raheem's temporarily closed, right now? Is that the deal? That's what I saw on IG.
Raheem is doing amazing things right
Yeah.
now. I know he's involved with an oyster shop at the moment. He just started a little oyster joint. He's bringing in. I read this online. I didn't talk to him, but from what I read, he was bringing in some elements of the original Q menu. You know, he kicked that project off.
I remember. That's where I met him.
Thing is, bro, Raheem is a man of incredible talents. So anything that guy puts his mind to, he's gonna make amazing.
Yeah, he's a top chef. Is he bring back the pig though?
I pray every day. I hit him up. I send him DMs like, "Yo, Miami needs your barbecue, bro."
No, we got hit up in the comments saying, "Hey, what's going on? There's no."
Oh, let's ask it. Right now, people can go and
no
post
Drinking
as
Pig
well.
on the list.
Yeah.
And I said, well, right now it's not really close, but I would, looking forward to having him back. So what's the future for Apocalypse, bro? How are you managing the lines? Talk to me. We have the outdoor seating. What's going on, brother? Like,
Second story, third story.
Where are we doing this?
Building up.
I mean, expansion, get bigger. Maybe where you're at, just to make more room. But are you thinking of expanding and doing all that crazy stuff and keeping quality? Like, what's the plan for Apocalypse and then in the near future?
So the immediate future right now, what we currently have in the works is we just made some tables outside.
Yep.
I'm very proud of the fact that I built those myself.
I saw that.
Wow.
I saw that with the hand drill and the Home Depot stuff.
You saw that? Before, 6 months ago, I didn't know how to use a hammer. Now I'm building tables.
Well, coño. You went from barbecue now to sawing and doing your own tables. We can sell those, by the way.
Let's go. I'm down.
Apocalypse picnic tables, brother.
Let's go. With fresh barbecue stains on
That's
them.
done.
So
STL mindset. STL mindset.
So we built out those tables. We have a little outdoor area.
You got fans out there, Primo. You know it's hot as fuck.
We're getting fans. We're getting fans.
Get the fans from.
And we have a little food truck that we got.
Oh, really?
And that food truck is going to be our to-go situation. So
Outside.
everybody,
I like that. Yeah.
So everybody kind of says, "Yo, man, I wish you guys had online ordering. I wish you guys had a phone." Well, we don't have a phone number. We're never gonna have a phone number. That's not gonna happen. But we are gonna jump on the online situation. We will allow for online orders, so you can place the order ahead. It'll be ready inside the food truck, and then you pull up, and then you'll be able to grab it and
Fresh as
Okay.
can be,
Okay.
right? Just like if
fresh
you
as
were
can
there.
be, 100%.
Coming in hot.
1,000%. We will
that's
never
perfect.
compromise. My biggest issue with not having takeout up until this point was because I refused to compromise on the quality.
Yeah.
So we took a look at what some of these guys are doing in Texas. I took a look at a lot of what I actually learned from Aaron Franklin, not from him directly, but from going to his spot.
Yeah, I've been there. It's awesome.
And, yo, man, the trick is really simple. Instead of putting it in a styrofoam box, you wrap it in butcher paper and it stays great. And then they can go home, they can put it inside their oven, reheat it, and it's just like
just
it
like
left
if you
it.
had it right there.
So, those are the things that we're implementing in order to be able to facilitate to go.
Yeah.
So
That's the extra love you were talking about.
that's it, baby.
Like you get your own little butcher paper at home. You think you're a barbecue, this shit.
Hey, you can open up the butcher paper, open it, take a picture. Hey, I smoked this.
What
This
else
is
you want to
my
plug?
ribs, my ribs, my
So
ribs.
when can we get this guy in here, bro? We got to get him in.
Yo,
We're gonna go. We're gonna go.
Set you
We're
up?
gonna go. We're gonna go next week. We're gonna go next week.
I want to go with you again.
We're gonna
I
go
love
next
going
week.
all right.
Any new dishes that you might be coming up? Something. Give me something, man. Give me something for anything.
For your fans, for the
Yeah,
fans.
anything that you got in the
Teasers.
works, anything.
So everybody likes a good burger.
Uh-oh.
Yes. And Burger Beast likes your burger.
And I love Burger Beast. It's great. Works out well. I paid him to say, no, I'm just kidding.
No,
I
no.
saw the video. I
He
saw
can't
the
pay his
video.
ass. He won't take it.
I've tried. I've been like, yo, come on, bro. He's like, no.
So what? The burger is.
Boss Burger,
we the Jefe Burger.
Jefe
we,
Burger.
we,
It was the Boss Burger
It was the Boss
Oh,
Burger before.
I definitely have to go and eat the
We
Jefe
have
burger.
no idea.
So I actually didn't know that my boy Chef Frankie, I met him much later on in the game, had a spot called Boss Burger, and I didn't know that. Actually, Burger Beast was the one that pointed it out to me, and I had called my burger Boss Burger, and I was like, bro, I can't step on my boy's toes. So that's why we changed the name to the Jefe Burger
works.
because
I like it. I like
out of
it.
respect for
You
my
see,
guy.
bro, who does that? Nobody, bro.
Wow.
So
But
You
that's
hate,
where
you hate on this man, bro.
That's
don't
where.
don't call
That's
me, bro.
why he is where he is, because you don't care about the damn haters.
Bro,
You can't
nobody-
care about the
everybody would
haters.
shit
You
on
do
that.
good.
That's respect.
You do good. Trust me.
That's respect.
I appreciate it.
When are
so
we gonna
that's
do
how
a
it is.
Kiko Burger, dog?
Oh.
What would you?
Wait
What
till
would
this
you,
guy.
what would you put on the Kiko? Burger?
Mine's already done.
Okay, I got
It's
it.
called
I'm
the
glad-
Jefe burger anyway.
I'm glad you asked. I want bacon marmalade, chef.
Bacon marmalade.
Yeah,
Okay,
either
we do a
on
great
top
bacon
or
jam.
rejected, and then I want some sautéed onions and some of your house pickles,
Ooh,
Okay.
No.
and whatever cheese you want. Something easy.
Yeah, they killed it with a
Like a
sauteed
smoked
onions.
Gouda
Nothing like go
situation?
raw
Something
on
like
you,
that.
man.
Something like that, but not a thick burger. Maybe like a 2 patty kind of smashed.
So I'm glad- No, it's
two thin
funny.
ones?
It's funny you say the smash
Could be
situation
medium.
because we started off doing smash burgers, and then I felt a lot like you felt that it got played out.
You
But-
were a little bit thicker on yours.
We went a little bit thicker, but we're actually going to start revisiting a pure brisket blend. We're playing with it right now, and not a. I don't like the pancake smash. I think they taste delicious. My boy Ted does them. They're great.
Yeah.
I think that's his magic.
Yeah.
I do want to do a smash burger, but not that paper thin kind of smash.
I like
just
that.
like a nice
Yeah.
crust, but to give you that OG quick. I'm a big McDonald's guy. I love a good McDonald's burger. I know
I
that's- you
don't,
can't
but
say-
I respect your opinion.
Yeah.
that's wild. I don't know how you could not like
McDonald's trash, bro. I'll say it right here.
Okay, Papi, let's be real. Okay, we'll talk.
I'll take a Burger King, BK Big King over anything.
You want to
McDonald's
talk
throws.
about trash?
Uh-oh.
You know, like you know how they make Burger King burgers? They make Burger King burgers. They send the guy to McDonald's. They get him out of the dumpster
Nah,
that they
bullshit.
didn't use, and that's how they make
Bullshit.
the burgers.
McDonald's
at
uses
Burger
like
King.
Class D, and Burger King uses Class B.
Okay.
Anyways,
That's another show that we'll go
Yeah.
into the fast food things.
But
Of
let's
which
do a
one you
little
can rank
collab, bro.
them.
Let's do a little Kiko Burger collab
Dale,
for a month.
let's rip a little
We'll
Kiko
crush
burger.
it. I want zero. out of
We'll
it.
do
I
a
just wanna
week.
hang
We'll
out
do a
with you,
week.
bro.
All right, we'll do it.
That's it. I want zero. I want to hang out
You
with
didn't hear me already, but I already told you you're good with the Jefe burger because that's my burger.
Dale,
gonna go
I'm known as the
there you
Jefe
go.
anyway, so
Yeah,
we do
Jefe,
it. The
Jefe.
Jefe burger's
All right,
already been
brother.
done. Producer already, christened me the Jefe, so
Let the
it's
people
okay.
know what you got going on. Plug away what you got. Tell us what's new, what's going on, what's gonna be
So we
coming
are
up.
we're looking for some sort of little burger situation. So we do have our eyes set on a little Apocalypse. I find out we can't call it Apocalypse Burgers. There's another Apocalypse Burger spot up
Okay.
north. Respect to them. I don't know them, but I don't want to step on their toes. So we're thinking maybe 104th Street Burger might come into existence. I don't know. Maybe coming soon. I don't know.
Here we
maybe,
go
maybe
again.
not.
Oh, that's a good one right there.
Oh, but here goes Manny again. Should we do a live show at that burger
Hey,
place when
let's
it
do
opens
Little
up?
live pod when you open. If you do.
If that opens, we can do a little
On
live
site,
pod
on
over there
site.
on
I'm
site.
down. Let's do it.
I mean,
Let's
that
do
would
it.
be.
Let's do
We
it.
can go ahead and put all the damn Miami fans. The first X amount of people that get there get a free burger.
And promise me you go this week. You gotta go.
This week, I'm not going to promise. I can't tell you the truth.
Because he's going to the Bahamas.
So that I'm going to do it next week when I get back.
Okay,
That's
I'll make
what
a
we're gonna
deal.
do.
If you go next week, right?
Yeah.
I'll come here with my Santa Maria grill, and we'll do a 100
here.
smash burgers for every day a Miami fan that you want to have come out here.
Well, we got logistics. We got to do the logistics on the street here with the Gables.
I like that. We'll talk to Eddie about that too, Ben.
We got to figure out. We got to close up the alley in the back.
Wow, yeah, that's
We're gonna have
good.
to
We've been
close.
talking about doing
We're gonna
something
close
like
the alley in the back.
that. Brother, I want to thank you for coming on.
Yeah, if you're
Is there anything else
rock,
you wanna
my
chime
brother.
in,
No,
boss?
brother. Listen to me. Hey, just want to say what a success story.
For sure.
Thank you for coming and sharing. And the fact is, it's to show everybody you do good in this world, brother. And this is what you get.
I see
This is what
the
you get,
future
bro.
Miami right there.
This is it.
I'm 10 years
No,
old.
no, we'll see him. You know where we're gonna see
Future
him?
Miami.
When we'll still be here, but then he'll be in the Food Channel,
Nah,
and then he'll be competing with Bobby Flay
Hey,
in a little
Hey,
competition
he's got
with
it.
Bobby
He's got
Flay.
it. I wish you
I'll
all
see
the
him in the Food
success.
Network.
thank you, my brother.
Make sure everything is always apocalyptic. Don't let nothing slide because I'll be watching.
And by the way,
Never.
big kudos to all the big cancer survivors out
Hell
there.
yeah.
Shout out
Two
to
times.
everybody.
Yeah,
Let's go, baby.
that's it, my
Always,
brother.
always.
God
Okay.
bless you, Jay. And I'm never going to wait in the line. I just want to let you know.
I don't care.
Let me in the
I'll
back.
win the line.
I don't
I'll
wanna
win the
wait.
line. I'll win the line.
All right, guys. Thank you.
Look, I'll win the line.
Jeff Butt from Apocalypse. Go try it. I love you. Thank
To
you.
the next one, guys.
Yes. The episode.